Hey YouTube, this is Jay Jeter and I'm back with another review. This time I have Unique Toys O-01 Troll, which is part of their new combiner Ordin, which is an homage to the Transformers G1 Abominus in the Terracons. So here's the figure, but first let's take a look at the packaging. Back. And you got the right here, King of the Gods Ordin, number Troll, his designation number. This combiner is supposed to be 37 centimeters in height. Like that, nice artwork on the front, same on the top. Yeah, shot of the figure right here, product shot. On the back, got more product shots of what he does, transforms into. No combine mode on this back picture, same as the other side and the side. Bottom got your warnings, you can choke on this figure. So that's it for the packaging. Now I'm back on to our Ordin, which is an homage to, not Ordin, but our Ordin member, who is named Troll, who is an homage to the G1 character Blot. And take a look at him real quick. Take a look at that face sculpt. Very, very nice face sculpt right there. Get a little angry face, as a bad guy should have. And he is sculpted very, very nice. Get some nice paint apps on this figure. Some paint, gray paint on the thighs. Like some of it's coming off right here. Nice sculpted detailing. Detail on the inner thighs. Backpack. Paint apps right there. Gray paint. Got the red paint right here. And just very nice overall figure. He feels pretty solid. I never handled their Predacons. Not like that. They look very cheap and everything. But this guy right here, he feels very, very solid. Very solid construction on this guy. Compared to their Galvatron, he is a much up improvement from that Galvatron figure. That Galvatron figure, even though it's constructed nice, got a nice scope and everything, it felt kind of, the plastic felt very thin, most due to the transformation that some of his parts had split apart, like his forearms and his legs split apart and stuff like that. But it felt like when I was transforming, I was gonna break them, but it didn't break, but it just felt like I would. But yeah, he's a nice figure. Oh, forgot. When he comes packaged, just like this, and he has some like heel spurs, which are put in for packaging. So inside the inner thigh right there, you put it out, bring him out, some heel spurs, and give him some added stability in his robot mode. So yeah, he stands very nice. In his size comparison with Hegemon, Megatron. Bring these back some. And Megatron is taller than him. And get device labeled Soundwave. He is very taller than Soundwave. Classes Prime, about the same height as Classes Prime. And I have Orion, who is very much taller than him, as he should be. And for the ain't that cute effect, here he is with the G1 figure of Blot. And you can see how they took cues and stuff from this figure and applied it to a more updated, more articulated figure. Yeah, also in his box, he also comes with some instructions, and he also comes with a obligatory collector's card for all third-party figures. And you see his stats right there. Pause it, read it, love it. And he also comes with his weapons, his combiner part, and his weapons, which are the same thing. His combiner foot, it splits apart and it forms weapons for him also. So here you get a mini missile pod. He has two guns right here. So, and they fit on him in various ways. You got multiple options on here. He has two peg holes right here, and he has 2 pegs which can be flipped out, and you can make him hold it and put it in whichever way you feel you want to. So what I do with this, I just pretty much in his robot mode, just plug into his backpack. There's a port. His backpack got ports, 2 ports on his arms. And it makes him feel a little bit side heavy to one side. Move that over some. And his guns also form the foot. Also, they also peg into his hand for his guns. So yeah, he comes armed, ready for battle. Take these off and pull to the side. We'll see more of those in the transformation of the figure. And look to the articulation. His head does look left and right. It's on a limited ball joint. He can't really look up that much. Can look down a little bit. Look left and right. He has a little bit of a side to side motion. His arms do go around 360. It goes out at the shoulder. Has an upper bicep rotation. He has a double hinged elbow. Rotates at the wrist. He has no waist rotation, but he has a groin rotation. And he goes forward at the leg, goes back at the leg, goes out the hip very far. Good side kicks. He bends at the knee right here. He also bends another point of the knee. If you like unpeg this part right here for transformation, you can bend at a couple points at the knee. We can give you some more articulation, posability options if you wish to have. He has no foot rocker. He does have a toe pivot that goes side to side, and he can go down like so. Only do for transformation. So yeah, that's enough of the articulation. Let's go ahead and do some transformation on this guy. I think I'm gonna go from robot to limb, then beast. Okay, let's do it. So what's first you're gonna do? You're just gonna go ahead and bring his head forward. And bring this head, oh, hold on, bring that back down. Go ahead and bring this out, his chest, robot head right there, beast mode head right there. Bring that forward, bring it down right here on the upper hinge. Then bring this forward, or first spin the head around, then bring it in like that. Then bring this head back up, and you bring this all back down. Head's in. Then get his hands, they just fold up into his forearms. I wish they would have had like a little panel right here to conceal this up and everything for those people who are concerned about hollow parts on their bot and stuff. So some people might complain about that. So got that in there. Go ahead and just fold his arms up like that right now. Next, what you're gonna do is go ahead, his backpack, go ahead and tab it apart. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take his shoulder and you're gonna unhinge the armpit, bam, like that. See the other side. Then you're gonna bring the whole backpack one side down, like so. Bring it out, give you some little bit of room for the transformation. What you're gonna do is gonna take this panel right here where the gray paint is at. You're gonna open this up. You're gonna rotate where his arm was and rotate it around till you got this part right here pointing outwards. Then you're gonna rotate this whole assembly inside of here. It's gonna fit into the slot right here. And you're gonna close this up like so. Same thing other side. Bring it down. Open this panel up. Rotate this around. Bring it up and in to the slot, and bam, like so. And leave it like this for right now. Makes it easier for us. Next, what you're gonna do is bring these out the way. Let's get them out the way. Next, what you're gonna do, you're going to these little side pieces right here. You can see that or not, these side pieces right here. Going to flip these up go ahead and get those up out the way. Next, what you're gonna do, go ahead and bring his crotch piece down like so. You're gonna bring this out like that. Go ahead and bring this back up like that. Next, what I'm gonna do is going to fold these heel spurs in, and I'm gonna first bring this back. You're gonna rotate the whole crotch around this side. Then you bring this back up like that. There. Make sure. Bring this head up, get out the way for right now. Now, what you're gonna do, fold these legs up at this portion right here, at the purple part. We get the hidden knee bend also, so fold that like that. Bring this up to the other side. That portion, fold it like that. Now you're gonna set them down. You're gonna take this combiner foot parts. Make sure you put the tabs back in, close this up, straighten the foot out, take this portion right here, bring it up, take these guns, they can transform, bring them out, push this in, fold them all the way to the back. That's it. Out, in, back. Now they're going to peg together. So, peg, peg, hold, hold. You can see it. Hold, peg, peg. Am I doing that right? Nope, not doing that right. So, got too many peg holes on here. Hold, hold, peg, peg. So, goes in the back, peg it in. There you go. Got too many holes. There we go. Foot's done. All right, bring this apart, and there's a black little piece in here, a little tab. Now you can see that or not, that you're going to get with your fingernail. You're going to flick it out, and what that's going to do is going to help add stability to the leg mold, and that's going to tap into the little groove right here on the inside of his thigh or bottom of his foot right there. It's going to, when you tap these parts together, it sits in there. So we're just going to do one side for right now. Then we're going to get the combiner foot. We're going to peg that in to the bottom here, like that, slots in. And the hard part is getting both sides to lock in. I don't know why, but it is a difficult thing to do. At least on my finger it is. So trying to put both hands together. Oh, went in the first time. Good. Cool. So now you got those done. Then you're gonna take this part right here, and there's a little slot tab right there in his thighs. So you're going to bring it in. It's going to, this piece is going to tap into that, like that. Cool. Next, go ahead and bring this all the way down like that. Then next, go ahead and bring the shoulder pieces right here, push them down. Then you want to bring this around to the back and bring it around to the back, and these two sides are going to tab together. Straighten it out. Take these feet pieces, bring them down like that, and there you have his leg mold. Very nice leg mold, I must say. Very sturdy. I don't see no parts of it, no kibble just falling over the place, nothing like that, and everything like that. So it is very, like I said, sturdy, very sturdy leg mold. It does have articulation in the leg. It does move forward the foot, the front toe. Very limited amount of toe movement right there, but and he can rock his ankles side to side like that. And he's supposed to be the right leg of the combiner. He used to be in G1. This character is an arm, but I guess they're going by a different take on it. I've seen pictures of it online. I think it's the IDW artwork of Abominus that they taking cues off of. Okay, works for me. So yeah. Besides comparison to Lake mode, here we get Megatron. Orion. Cup. A TSC Superion leg. You can see at the combiner port, get the leg straight. And they're about the same size, a little tiny bit taller at the combiner port, but about the same size. So it's pretty much going to be on par with what we have from our big combiners with TSC and Mastermind Creations, I believe. So, cool. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and transform him to beast mode from here. So we're almost like halfway there. So let's begin. First, going ahead and bring these forward. Go ahead and tab the back. Bring this up away a little bit. Tab the legs from each other. Oops. First, I'm gonna bring this little skirt thing up like that to make it a little bit easier. And bring the foot out, put it off to the side. Bring this foot down. Transform it back to robot leg mode. Go ahead and bring these arms forward and bring them up like so, just to get them out the way right now. Go ahead and bring this head up too. You're halfway there. So next, what we're gonna do is the legs right here. Go ahead, untab the animal legs from the bot, like that. Go ahead and bring this portion down. So rotate down. Bring this around out the way. And it's going to fold out like that. Same thing other side. Down. Rotate this down out the way. And bring this out. Depending on your figure. Mine's right here was very, very tight. I had used some extra force on it. I was afraid of breaking it. But over time, after multiple transformations, it has gotten loose. So that's a big plus. Next, what we're going to do is go ahead and bring that crotch portion back again. And go ahead and bring these shoulders back up just to get them out the way. For transformation, they're going to go back down. But this, I find it's more easier to do it like that. So rotate the feet like they're facing each other inward. Oh, bring this little black piece. If you still have it out, go ahead and bring that back in too. Bring this up. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna break it again like at the that second knee joint, I would say. And you might have to move some things out the way to get this to fold over. Get this arm out the way. Bring that up. Bring this down. Keep this down. Bring your leg down. And go ahead and extend the beast mode leg. Bring it, extend it out. Go ahead and rotate the toes. Like so. Bring it down out the way. Down like that. And folding this over, and it's going to, this portion right here is going to go into the side of the figure. The bottom, you can see that or not because all the dark colors and stuff. The dark blue and the purple and whatnot and the black. So bring that in. This portion right here is going to go in the back. And the key thing is to make sure you get this. I know you can't see that, but it's just on the black portion. Make sure that is in this little groove right here. We raise his shoulder up so we can get it in the groove. So once it's in there, go and bring your shoulder back down. And go ahead and once that is done, peg the leg back into the back of the shoulder. Make sure your shoulder is down. And if it could go in, there it goes. And go ahead and bring your toe down at the second hinge. That's one. There we go. One side down. And leave this little loincloth doohickey, leave that up right now. Same thing other side. See this backpack, it's not that hard to do. It's just a little tricky. You gotta move things out the way. Get things adjusted. This animal leg, pull that out. Take the foot. Bring it up. Bring it in. There. Bam. Once it's in that slot, you bring this shoulder portion down. Helps it stay in there secure. And also peg the leg into the backpack. This one came undone. No big deal. This arm, the shoulder is hitting it. This shoulder right here, these shoulders, they be interfering with this backpack. So if you got problems getting anything pegged in, make sure it's not hitting on this, because that will interfere with your transformation. Same thing, foot. Bring that down like that to cover up that rest of that thigh. Next, what we're gonna do, you got these two little pegs right here, the black portions and stuff, and they're gonna peg into the loincloth. Like that. Rotate the bicep on here, rotate that around. Get your claws, rotate them, rotate the claws. Yeah, rotate your claws around. The individual claws, they are on ball joints. So rotate those around, adjust it. Bring these up, around, up, around. There you go. Oh, yeah, rotate the bicep on this. Rotate the arm around so that the gray parts are showing. Could leave the way it was, but you have the junk right there showing and stuff. But and that is it. That is Troll in his Terracon beast mode. So yeah, he looks awesome, man. I gotta say, rotate this around. It looks awesome. Good representation of the G1 character. Don't really look that much like the cartoon version. The cartoon version was kind of off anyway, but yeah, this is what I would imagine him looking like in the comics and stuff like that. So it looks cool, man. Very nice, stumpy little troll look figure. He even has a little troll loincloth right there. Whatever, got a backpack, very small backpack, which fits in with him. Yeah, nice paint apps, stuff like that. And for the articulation on the alt mode, head does not really move. It can look down if you want to. Cannot go up any further. Troll arms do go around 360, but they're kind of hindered by the backpack. Elbow bend about that much up, but you can get a better elbow bend if you want to rotate the arm around like that. But like I said before, we learned all that junk right here. So I think it's meant to be like so. Claws are articulated on a ball joint, and they are very sharp, very, very sharp. And I showed the bicep rotation, had a shoulder movement also in and out. Rotating at the wrist and the claws, Legs are on ball joints, so you get good range of motion and stuff on the legs. Toes do rotate around, do the transformation. Do have knee bend on a nice little ratchet joint, and it also can extend out, making it a little standing straight, I should say, if you want him to. But I keep it like kind of bent, like he's like a animal-legged character. And that is about it for him in this mode. The only bad thing is that this combiner port right here is exposed, and well, it's not that big of a deal. You'll hardly even notice it really, unless you're just OCD like that. But you don't notice it. But the real bad thing is that it goes down and it comes, the opening comes out right here, so you can see up in there. You can see the light coming through right there. So yeah, it's a big old gap right there. But I see why they had to do it, kind of, sort of, because they could have capped this off at the bottom right there to cover that. Don't see daylight all the way through. But so I can see some people have a problem with that and stuff like that. So yeah, he also holds his weapons for the combined mode. And if you get it unpegged, it's kind of pegs in there real good, which is a good thing, because you don't want your combiner foot falling apart on you when you're in your robot mode. So that joint does split apart. Get it apart. Ugh. There we go. So yeah, he has same thing, the robot mode. He has ports. He got ports on his forearms, and he has a couple ports on his back, and a couple of pegs on his back too. So you can just peg it in his back, or like so, and stuff like that. Bring this down, and open that up for like rocket pods and stuff. And you take these little guns, put them to his forearms. Control his forearm, armed up for action, monster. And you also can, like I said, on his foot, he has a lot of ports on his foot. It's confusing to figure out where to port everything in, but he can port these back onto his rocket pod and have it all on one single artillery weapon, like that. And he has no problem standing up at all. He has the little tight ratchets on his beast legs and stuff, like I said. He has no problem standing at all. Holds his weight very good. A little size comparison, you got Megatron again. Got Orion again. Got Cup again. And for the off at the moment, you got the G1 version of him. And I like how they took all the cues and stuff from him and everything. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. So yeah, man, that is about my review. I do recommend getting him. I did got mine from Toyercity. The link will be in the description below. Check them out. They had a great price for him, cheaper than in the US retailers. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for mine. I think it's probably like, I want to say 85 total. I might be wrong on that, but check with them. They get some good prices on this figure. They haven't released a pre-order for their next figure yet, but other stores have the pre-order for the next figure, who's based on Ripper Snapper, the land shark type monster, the shark with feet. So pre-orders for him are up. The price for that one is cheaper than this guy, because he's going to be an arm, less parts, less mass and stuff like that. So it's shaping up to be a good looking combiner, man. So I'm all in on this one. I have no reservations really, except for the combined mode's waist. It looks kind of a little skinny in the pictures, but it might look better in hand. All right, y'all, this has been Jay Jeter. I'm signing off. Make sure you please subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like this video if you like this video, like this review, and tell your friends, tell your family. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.